So this video is a bit of a different video because Adam is on his way to London and is leaving me on the boat on my own. And he's just packing now, so let's go and see what he's going to be getting up to. So Adam is packing, getting ready to go down to London.
Yes.
What are you going to be doing in London?
What am I going to be doing in London? So a few weeks ago, this lovely person called Isabel reached out to me and told me about a project they're doing down in London. They're all boaters, and they're basically trying to do something with people that have compost toilets. So we have a compost toilet, and one of the issues is there's not really means on the canals for us to do anything with our waste, because she's already been teaching me a bit that there's so much you can actually do with human waste that's good for the planet. Like you can turn it into fertilizer, you can even turn it into gas. And they have created a company, it's a not-for-profit company, where they basically go around London for the boaters that have compost toilets and provide like a kind of pickup service. I mean, I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah,
I'm
figure
sure
it all out.
you're going to learn a lot more in this video. You're going to miss me.
Yeah.
That was a pause, that means you're not going to miss me.
Oh no.
You like having the boat to yourself
I
for a few days,
really
don't you?
like having the boat.
What are you going to get up to?
Clean, organise, do stuff. But I'm going to miss you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too.
I'm just super excited to hear about this.
And I'm hoping to come back with a fountain of knowledge for you.
Yeah, I can't wait. Now, off you pop.
Right, let's go to London. We are Adam and Lauren, and we live full-time on this 59-foot narrowboat with this little cutie called Shanti. Thank you for coming with us as we share with you our life on the waterways. So I'm here today with Isabel from Circular Revolution, and I'm really excited to be a bit involved in this project because they reached out to me and I thought what they were doing was amazing. And you're going to teach me a bit about what actually goes on here, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go inside and actually see a bit about the process and what they actually do here, so come along. Do you want to show us a bit like kind of the process? I know we're going to go out and see it all, but like from what goes on in here?
Yes, so essentially we collect dry waste, dry material from people's compost loos on a fortnightly or monthly basis according to their subscription. And we also do one-off collections. But basically what we do is we go out on our e-cargo bikes. Each customer gets given one of these caddies. This has just been freshly washed, so each customer gets one of these caddies and a paper liner like this, and we drop them off on their boats and they fill up their dry waste. They put their dry material from their compost loo in this bag, put it in the caddy, and then we collect it from them. It all comes back here, and it gets, all of those individual caddies get tipped into, these barrels. And then every sort of 6 weeks-ish, we take all of the amassed material and we take it to a processing site in Essex, so like a speed composting facility, which breaks down all of the dry material into what they call soil conditioner. It can't be called compost officially because there's loads of red tape around like human manure, and yeah, so it gets put back into the ground as a soil conditioner.
It's so interesting for me to hear about this because I have a compost toilet on the boat, but one of my issues with it is like we chose to have a compost toilet for various reasons, but one of them being the sustainability aspect and knowing that actually waste that we produce as humans can be used as like soil fertilizer, or as you mentioned, even it can eventually be turned into gas. Mm-hmm. But because at the moment CRT aren't really offering a facility for us to do anything with the compostable waste, we feel a bit like we're kind of cheating. Like obviously we have it in a compostable bag and I know eventually it will decompose, but it feels like we're kind of wasting it. Yeah. So what you're essentially doing is bridging that gap, right, between people that want to compost but can't.
I think you could phrase it as bridge the gap, or you could think about it like we all should have access to like infrastructure to be able to like help us manage our basic needs, you know, our like basic sanitation. And yeah, it's just such a shame that so many people in the UK especially are just so used to pressing a button to flush, use loads of like good clean water to flush away something that could be going back into the earth and just like completing its circular journey and adding value to our life.
Yeah. I just want to say I'm so grateful you've invited me down here today, because projects like this and seeing what people do, stuff like this, is like just so admirable, I think is the word. So I'm really chuffed to be here. We're actually going to go with them to do one of the pickup collections on their cargo bikes, meet some boaters and learn more about it. So come with us. So we're just getting the bikes ready to start loading up the caddies, ready to do our first delivery. Rather excited about this, seeing some of the London canals. About the first cycle together.
I don't like what to it. At the minute I'm still a bit nervous of the bike.
Yeah.
It's a bit wobbly.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's going to get harder as it's loaded up.
Well, we're going to have fun, that's the main thing, isn't it?
Have fun.
We run this volunteer scheme, for want of a better way of phrasing it, so that people can, if they've got time or skills to offer instead, or just ideas, then we're very open to like offering them a free monthly subscription in return for that.
I signed up at the time because I was unemployed and now I'm a student, so it means that I can get rid of my shit in a way that makes me feel good.
Nice. And it's your first trip today, right?
Yeah.
How are you feeling about it?
I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm really
nervous.
It's my first trip as well, so we're in this together, don't worry. So we were just about to leave and then realised we should probably check the bike tyres. Quite essential, I guess, when you're carrying a lot of weight. So I stupidly forgot to eat breakfast, so Isabel's kindly given me her crisps. But we're going to find some nice food en route is the plan, with the sun shining. That laugh is never going to get old. You've got the best laugh I've ever heard. Look how green the river is in London. And apparently it's so green because...
It's probably because of the fact that people throw their urine or their pee overboard, and then I think it's the sulphur or the phosphorus in the urine, I'm not sure, creates algae blooms algae blooms on the top of the river or the canal, and then that's bad because it stops the oxygen from getting to the bottom of the riverbed or the canal bed, and it really changes the ecology of the river.
Crazy. I can't believe how green it is. So we are at our first boat. One of the things I didn't consider is obviously boats move every 2 weeks. They not only have to figure out which boat it is, but figure out where they're going to be. I believe it's this blue wide beam. So we get the caddy. We're off to do Rusty's first drop. So how do you just remember all the boats then? You just...
So what you didn't see at the very beginning, and I was showing Rusty, was that we create this route and then a corresponding manifest with all of the like boat's details, like name, size, what kind of boat it is, and each number of the manifest corresponds to a plot on the map.
Okay.
But to be honest, I've been doing this for so long now. I know all these boats.
How many boats have you got on the included?
We have 100 active customers at the moment.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yes, and we're right at the point where we're in need of, we're nearly at capacity, and we're nearly at the point where we need to we need to expand and get some more we need some help basically to help us expand, help us grow.
So there it is, the caddy waiting. Simple as that, eh?
Done. Smashed it.
Your first one!
That's alright actually.
Yeah.
Well done. So what are you most excited about today, Rusty?
find it totally hilarious that I'm going to be carrying around litres of poo in London.
We're breaking the taboo. We all do it, right? We all poo. Why is it such a taboo? Everyone watching this poos. Something needs to happen with it, right? And these guys have the answers. So now the trick is, I guess, not giving someone a full one.
It's never happened yet, but it's been close because sometimes they're quite light when you pick them up. I think there's maybe only a couple of drops in there. Oh,
Some slow pooers.
Yeah, or you know, around certain times of year when people are away from their boats.
I see, yeah. There's less.
And when there's people having parties on their boats, they get a lot more.
Yeah. You don't want to come on like a Sunday morning.
Yeah, exactly.
So many boats. Beautiful. Off to the next drop in Limehouse Basin. And we've got 2 caddies, so I'm guessing there's 2 boats here, which is nice and convenient. It's literally another world seeing the boating community in London. Like, so many people, so many boats. It's like crazy. It's like I can't believe this is all connected to the same network where my boat is. You'd never imagine it. So time for me to get fully involved and do my first boat. So this is a new one that's empty. They've left the old one out for us. So it's as simple as take the old one, leave the new one, strap this in here, ready to compost it. It's quite fun, this. So one of the challenges, of course, is trying to get these beastly bikes through every little London crevice.
Pressure's on now, Adam.
It's all right. The more mistakes you make, the funnier for the viewer.
Great. The more I look like a tit.
You're nearly there.
Possible, go round.
No, are we aborting mission?
Go round, yeah. Let's do it.
Back on the road.
Woo.
So I'm here with India, who's actually the first person I've met today that uses the service, and she's kindly offered to let me ask her a couple of questions. So yeah, what do you think of the service? How long have you been using it?
So I've been using it since I started boating. I think I started off with a cassette loo, and that was just such a faff.
Agreed.
And the fact that these guys come and they take it away and they replace it with a really discreet little box is amazing. And I think you do worry when you live on a boat that you're getting rid of your waste in a way that's responsible. And I feel a great peace of mind that these guys do that, and it's all managed really efficiently, and it makes one of the harder boat jobs super simple and yeah, amazing. Don't know what we do without them.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I just really hope they put this on the whole system, because the more time I've spent with them, the more envious I am this exists. And thank you for being on the video. So 2 boats, neither with a name on, both 40 foot.
Yes. One blue and yellow, one red and yellow.
Perfect. Sounds easy enough. That was our last collection, guys. We did it. Yay! Rusty, celebrate with us. Yes. So what are the future plans for Circular Revolution?
Well, first of all, it's probably what I should say is the Circular Revolution has very recently just become a cooperatively run community interest company. So we've always been not-for-profit, but what we're trying to do now is kind of galvanise the support we know we have in the community, because there's loads of smart people in the boating community and beyond to contribute to the project, shape the project, let us know which direction they want to take it, because there's lots of potential ways that we could go. Like, we're looking at drop-off points, for example. We're looking at extending our operational area. All of this obviously involve we need like help and support and like resources to get to that place. We also have big plans in terms of like that's the kind of like operational side of things.
But in terms of where we want to be to like reach our kind of like ecological vision, we are aiming towards, in the next couple of years, being able to process the dry material we pick up ourselves. So at the moment I mentioned we take out to another facility to get that processed, but like obviously having like being able to do that on site will just cut out that middleman, and like really importantly to us it means that we could use what we create with the waste, like put it back into the boating community. By that could be like boaters could use the compost that we create, or like what we're really excited about potentially working towards is creating biogas out of the dry material we pick up, which obviously is an invaluable resource for boaters. So yes, we have plans, and we feel like circular revolution has so much potential in terms of like where it could go. But we also, yeah, like I say, we really need some support at the moment on the ground level to make sure that we do exist in a year's time, and for like future boaters, generations to come. And that's partly because we have lost quite a big chunk of core funding at the moment. We were funded by the Canal and River Trust for the first 2 years of our project. And although we've had support to create a business model which can be self-sustainable, after some amount of time, we do need some core funding to like for these next couple of years to get like to keep us going, and so that we can grow in the direction that we want to. So big exciting plans, but also we need some support like on that ground level at the moment.
And if people do want to get involved or support,
yeah,
how?
So we've obviously like had a volunteer with us today. We're very open to volunteers like coming to help us support of our operations in whatever way that they think they could contribute, in exchange their skills and time in exchange for a subscription to our service. But we're also looking to open up membership very soon. So like I said, we're going to be cooperatively governed. That's our plan. So we want members to come on board, and then they'll be able to, according to the co-op model, be able to kind of like vote in making really important decisions for us. And so we're looking at exactly what that's going to look like soon. And we're also really hoping to create a committee of kind of interested, passionate people with expertise and ideas to help us at this stage as we kind of like transition into that kind of to get us to where we want to be. So yeah, a few different options. There's committee member, membership, and being a volunteer, or just like reach out and have a chat with us, because we know we have loads of support, but it's just about kind of taking that kind of abstract support and making it into like feasible action. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much. It's time to leave now. I really hope we see you again.
Well, you never know. We might be able to. No!
Oh, come on!
We might be picking up crew in a place near you soon.
Thank you so much for watching this video. It was such a pleasure to go down and see what Circular Revolution are doing, and I'm so inspired and just really want to support them in any way I can. I'm going to leave lots of details in the caption, so please reach out to them if you want to get involved or show your support.